The 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Wilson. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A gain of a yard.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off-play action. Burke looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 14. Seahawks nothing.
Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and
looking to throw on second down. Burke. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 40. The 30. 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Zane Gonzalez lining up 40.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
To throw on third down, Burke. He's got Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense. But, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
2-yard line.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Wilson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
26, Mike, 26. I got 4 down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he is all the way up past the 25.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off the play fake, Burke. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Burke's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check. All go special. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Hey, watch this.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Philip Dorsett. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 20.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
4 yards on the big.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Burke. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
To
DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Burke. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Burke going deep this time for Miller. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Buccaneers 49. Seahawks.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go. 26 Mike. 20.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception.
That's what it is.
Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
True.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right, and look like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 40 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on second down, Burke. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Burke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 39 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception.
I'm only going to be able to
picked off around the 27. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now left side on the swing pass. And that steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down. Up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First down, Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Coming to you. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Burke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And able to find Dorsett. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And the Seahawks First down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot for Wilson. And now here is another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.